Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, Pearls of Wisdom and Witchery. So my name is Becca, and I've already meditated and shuffled your cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. While I'm doing that, I'm going to explain to you how I read. So I pull 5 cards. Your first position is, oh my goodness, sometimes I should make these cards a little smaller, is your recent past. Your second position is your present. The third position is the unforeseen, what needs to be addressed, what's around the corner, your hopes, your fears. It's just something you need to know about. Could be your challenge. The fourth position is your message from Spirit. And the fifth position is, of course, your future position. I don't like to say that I make predictions because I don't. Time is fluid. So whenever you see this message, then that's when you're supposed to see it. I don't put a timeline online. So in your recent past, you got the King of Fire. Sorry. I've been doing readings all day. I'm a little crispy around the edges. Like a King of Fire. Your second position, your present position, is the 5 of Earth. The unforeseen, the unexpected, the what needs to be addressed, there's 2 that are just dying to come out. Your advice from Spirit. Spirit. Ooh, that's too many. I'm sorry. I'm not taking 8 of those. I'll take the 2. Get the Page of Water and the 7 of Water. The likely outcome. Likely outcome. Likely outcome. Likely outcome. That's Gemini. Outcome of Gemini. I'm going to guess that it's undetermined. Likely outcome. Okay, we're going to take this one. 5, 5, 5. So the overall energy for your reading is the the 10 of fire. Letting go of all of those burdens. These cards are just so beautiful. You feeling burdened, Gemini? Your outcome was the 5 of fire. I don't know if I showed it to you. So let's clarify this King of Fire. Do you have a fire sign in your recent past? Clarify the King of Fire. Let's clarify the King of Fire. Ooh, oh my dear Lord, Gemini. Oh, I see. You got the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is not moving towards. This is taking no action. This is blocking someone on social media. Someone you were intimate with. And literally took back whatever offer of stability that they had given you. In your present situation, we have the 5 of Earth. That is feeling left out in the cold. This is such a pretty card, though. I like it much better than the traditional Rider-Waite. Please clarify the 5 of Earth. What I was noticing about this card is that he's not alone in the forest. There's all this abundance around him. The Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, in the upright. There's no new beginning with this Queen. Might be dealing with an earth sign. I don't normally call the signs though, because anybody could be. Now the Queen of Pentacles is the mother. She's very nurturing. She's very wise. She's very stable. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Someone coming in with a message to emotionally manipulate you. Or no message of emotion coming in. Are you dealing with someone who isn't you're looking for an emotionally stable commitment, and what you're being offered is just passion, a physical commitment. Thank you, Spirit. So for the 6 of air, to clarify that, you get the Ace of Cups. And I'll be honest with you, this 6 of air, this is the 6 of Swords. This is about leaving the rocky waters for much calmer waters and smooth sailing. Again, it's a beautiful card. Okay. I don't know if anybody else likes sailing, but I love it. Don't know how, but I love it. With the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you're moving away. You're taking this cup of love, this offer, and you're giving it to yourself. Self-love. You know your worth, Gemini. One more for the 6 of air. Yeah, the Empress. You know it. You got it. The Empress is fertile. She rules an empire. She's more than a queen. She's passionate. She's wise. She's the mother. Now, okay, I'm going to rain on someone's parade. There may be a pregnancy involved here. There could be a mother involved here. But this Ace of Cups has a baby in it, and the mother, Mary. And then this Queen of Pentacles. She looks pregnant to me. So yeah, there was no commitment with someone. And if you are pregnant, you're going to give that love to yourself and your baby. But you may be doing this alone. Or not alone, but without the father of the baby. Please clarify this Page of Water. Clarify this Page of Water. Please clarify this Page of Water. This is your advice from Spirit. Please clarify. Ace of Swords. Clarity. An idea. A Queen of Swords. Nice. So this queen, this is a no-nonsense queen. She will make head over heart decisions. This could be your energy, Gemini. She is not afraid to cut people out with that sword. She tells the truth. She's very clear. She's also the divorcee or the widow. Please clarify the 7 of Water. Got the Six of Cups in reverse. This is looking back on the past, but not seeing the fondness. You're seeing a fantasy. You're seeing the options. You're seeing what went wrong. You're not being very clear. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is being single. This is being self-reliant. This is being you can do it. You got it. She doesn't need anyone. I have one more for the Seven of Water. Are you looking back on your independence and not seeing the benefits of it? That baby is looking at the back of her. One more for the Seven of Water. Okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse. My candles are making a very strange purring sound, and I keep looking behind me to see if it's the cat. So you have the Seven of Swords. So this is strategizing, letting go of any kind of sneaky behavior. So I have a Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups, and then I have a Seven of Swords. And I feel like this is a single card. This is looking back in the past. This is another single card. And clarity. And immature, a young message of love. You're taking each one of these swords and you're cutting out one of those options. 7 options, 7 swords. So Spirit is telling you to follow your heart, but that your heart, you know your worth. You know you can do this on your own. And that this offer that's monetary isn't as stable as it appears to be. Okay. Let's clarify the 5 of Fire. This is conflict. It's kind of like tit for tat kind of conflict. The Fool card came out. The Strength card came out. One more. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess in reverse. So to clarify the 5 of fire, I'm actually going to look that one up in the book real quick because sometimes the good tarot is different from the Rider-Waite. Creative brainstorming, unity in diversity, and honoring differences. I have the freedom to explore the ideas that seem the most far-fetched. What seems crazy today proves tomorrow to be brilliant. Like a child willing to stretch her imagination when a new playmate comes into the garden, I open to new people and new ideas, intrigued by what is novel and unfamiliar. This is a time for what is counterintuitive, for appreciating the ideas from out in left field and what they might offer. Okay. This is the Fool card. Now in this deck, he looks like, well, a fool. But in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this guy is happy. He's about to step right off of a cliff, but he has no baggage. He is the zero. He is going on a new adventure. Then you have the Strength card in reverse. For me, this actually feels like inner conflict that is holding you back instead of you holding something back using that inner strength. Something is holding you back. Some thought, some fear. And then you have the 2 of Swords. And again, I look at swords as thought. This is a head game. So you are literally fighting yourself. See those guys fighting. You're fighting yourself. You're fighting yourself. But you're going to make a decision. You're going to let go of this fear. And you're going to go with whatever this new idea is that you have. There's a lot of potential for it here. Whatever this person told you isn't it's shaken your confidence, Gemini, and you're not sure how to move forward from it. But you have the emotion to do it. You have the self-love to do it. You have the ability to do it. You have the people around you to do it. Because you're a Gemini and you're the twins, I'm going to take both of these cards. You have the Lover and the Beloved. And you have Resplendent with Grace. We'll start with Resplendent with Grace. Greetings from my heart to who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear, you are in the mind, you are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Your divine grace clothes me in robes of sky blue and blood red, as a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no being is excluded. The darkness of night is illuminated, and all creatures are bathed in the fine golden hue of your presence. There is only beauty beheld now, for there is nothing that is not of your artistry, of your divine hand, generous with its grace. It is difficult to see your magnificence. Without the mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you in all your glory and glorious fullness of being, you are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that. Of course, it matters not to grace whether you see or do not see, for grace simply is, without witnessing being required. Yet you have lived rather differently, my beloved. Should you realize you are not only worthy of grace, but actually dripping with it, saturated with the divine presence, so rich it leaks out of you and causes sunlight to pool at your holy feet. Oh yes, you are resplendent in holiness and sanctity. Should you come to know this as I do, you would take each step with awe and reverence. You would decide that not a thing in your world could be classed as mundane, and decide with bold fervor that you are living in godliness and must create your world through choices that honor love. No fear, even the most stubbornly persistent, would be able to withstand the sight of your magnificent beating heart, so wild with life. In the sight of that wild heart, you would have to call all your fears close to you, soothing them with your words of love, like royal children in need of tenderness and quiet. Then, when rested, you would wake them from their slumber, and they would arise as falcons, ready to soar to the height of your most daring visions. Hunting for life to feed them, they will ensure the ample grace pulsing within your heart has its chance to come to life in the world and serve love. This oracle comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain this next stage of growth in your life. You're already well equipped to do so, no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself. You have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are, to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that is needed to nurture you onto the next step of your life path is within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now. How could it be otherwise? For you are one with grace. I think that kind of covers the fear part of this. These oracle cards. Every time I do a reading and I pull an oracle card and it just ties the whole reading together, I just shake my head and go, that's why I read cards. Because you can't make this up. The lover and the beloved. When you moved beyond consciousness, you caress the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. It is not enough to love me. I want you to allow me to love you. It is not enough to desire me, to want to be closer to me. I want to reach out to you and grab a hold of you, drawing you into me and never letting you be apart from me again. There is so much more for us to experience, you and me, than simply gazing, even with love, at each other from a distance. Let me take you into my arms. Let me hold you until we cease to know or care where you and I once were. You and I, for instead will be one. Will you allow it? Will you allow me? Will you allow us to be? Oh, sweet beloved, the divine, the great beloved has a passionate desire for you, to love you, to touch you, to make the divine presence known to you, so that you will cease to fear the darkness, take delight in all of life, and become mesmerized by the beauty of love in its endless emanations. But how we resist love at first. Oh, yes, we have been burned before, have we not? Abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, and have suffered at the hands of some unworthy lover. Can this great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush, with the same bitter expectations that keep the heart closed? You are too beautiful to be hidden away behind a bitter and gated heart. That is unworthy of you. So then, can you allow the great beloved to reach for you, to receive the sacred touch every day, to be spoken to with words of love, to receive? You who give of yourself, can you recognize the beloved's wishes to give to you too? These need not be mutually exclusive happenings. Come now, deep down, you know the genius of the divine is such that in being received, much is given. You shall not be selfish in letting yourself be seen and loved. Allow it, rejoice in it, take delight in allowing yourself to receive life, and let the world soak up the ardent glow of your sensual surrender into the great beloved's embrace. This oracle brings you a message. Something has to change in your physical world. You're in need of more sustenance, more love, more connection, and more nourishment that touches your body and soul and brings them into deeper oneness with each other, with life, with love. Dare you open it up and allow that love in? The great beloved has desired that this be so. Will you heed the holy desire? Will you allow love in? Say yes. If you find this difficult, now is the time to gently, carefully tend to the walls you once placed between yourself and life. Walls of tentativeness, excessive caution, fear of abandonment and betrayal. Doubt of your own lovableness, and doubts based on past pain without substance. You are so much greater than these crumbling walls. They're the stuff that is designed for demolition, not devotion and honoring. Can you begin to unpack the bricks you mistakenly believed were essential to your safety and well-being? You are too vast a sea for the small puddle of thought now. The oceanic world of love is your true home, and the sun is beating down upon you. It is too hot to gaze at the ocean longingly from afar, or even stand by its edge. Strip off your layers, run to the ocean, and dive in. This oracle brings you special guidance. An offer of opportunity is on its way to you, or has recently been presented. It may be an idea you have been nurturing, or one presented to you by another person. Sit with it. Do you feel exhilarated? Do you feel energy at the thought of saying yes? Then say yes. Allow yourself to receive. There is divine encouragement in taking risks that feel wild and alive to your heart. Well, Gemini, I hope that this reading has helped you. I have a couple of Geminis that are pretty close to me that I love dearly. So I really hope that you let go of this fear. Don't worry about looking foolish. You've got this. I love you and have a brilliant day.